Good morning, friends. Welcome to Astra, the daily current affairs. This is exclusively for UPSC Civil Services examination. We'll just see what are the things that we have to look at today's Hindu, that is 8th of July 2023, the second Saturday of July. What exactly are the things that we have to go through in today's Hindu? In the front two pages, there were editorial pages followed by YSR Raitu Dinostavam, because this is the birth anniversary of former Chief Minister of Andhra Pradesh, Mr. Dr. Y.S. Rajshekar Reddy Garu. So this is the thing. So in this context, all these were given. So let's directly go to the page 1. Defamation case. Gujarat High Court refuses relief to Rahul. Which, we all know what is this defamation case all about. Rahul Gandhi was sentenced, given a conviction of 2 years in this. Now he has appealed that judgment, and Gujarat High Court, however, has refused to give Rahul any relief. Disappointed by the Congress, we all know this. 5 coaches of Falaknama Express damaged in fire, no casualties. So rail accidents are regularly happening, and the 5 coaches of Falaknama Express between, this is a normal train which is running between Secunderabad and Howrah. So it got into the so-called fire. All the passengers were safe. So that is one positive here. All the positive passengers were safe. But the question is why these things are happening day to day, right? So there are something which has happened in this coach. So investigation is going on in this. We have to wait and watch what exactly has happened in this. So Prime Minister Narendra Modi is going to visit to Warangal, and that is the first visit that he is going to have to the city of Warangal, right? So next, in the ground zero report, there is the infinite variety of a custom. This is speaking about Guwahati. A very good article was written. The Prime Minister push for uniform civil code has led to alarm among the tribal communities in different groups. This was entirely a report from northeastern states of India and tribal lands of Jharkhand and Chhattisgarh. So we have to see how these people are going to react to UCC. A very good article was written on why these people are opposing this UCC and how they wanted to protect their culture. We all know this. This is the tribals in India who are the first ones to protect their rights altogether. So this article is regarding totally this. I'll make a short video on this. What exactly is on that? So from the next things, that is political news again. No need to read this. Next, Gita Press, a living faith, no less than a temple, says Prime Minister Modi. Now, in this context, we have to know what is this. This is important because we all know that Gita Press, which is present in Gorakhpur in Uttar Pradesh, has recently selected for Gandhi Peace Prize. Why it has been selected for Gandhi Peace Prize? It has been 100 years since this press was formed, and now, as a result, they have given this prize called Gandhi Peace Prize to them. So this is a very good thing. We have to wait and watch what it is going to form, but this is very important for our prelims questions. Next one. So Enforcement Directorate, Union Government holds talks, backdoor talks with cookies in New Delhi, not important. Deport Khalistanis, Dowell tells UK counterpart, Tim Barrow. Act against Tripura BJP who watched porn in assembly. So this is something again which is very reckless in the state that has happened. So there was an BJP MLA who has watched porn in assembly. Now this indicates how our legislatures are functioning. This can be written as an example for unethical means in your answer writings, right? Just go through it and write it as an example in your essay writing and ethics. Now, IT rules. The Bombay High Court has said that the words like fake news, false news, or misleading the IT rules is problematic. So this is one thing that you can read. So we'll just make a short clip of it. Just go through it. Selective ban and messaging apps may be looked at. Again, that is not important. Leave it. Going on. US to send cluster bombs armored vehicles to Ukraine. This is sponsoring the war. You can write this as again example of how wars cannot be won. Pakistan in peril. Why people ride on horse car to through the flooded streets after heavy rainfall in Lahore Wednesday. At least 50 people, including 8 children, have been killed, and landslides triggered by the monsoon rains have created havoc in Pakistan. Since last month, the majority of the deaths were in the eastern Punjab province, where the electrocution has happened and building collapses. So Pakistan is still continuing under this peril. So this is one thing that you have to get updated, whatever it is. Just remember this: Sri Lanka is counting on Indian tourists to bolster economic recovery. We all know that Sri Lanka is under turmoil, and Sri Lanka's economy mainly depends on two things. One is agriculture, the second one is tourism. Both these things were hit because of the so-called push to the so-called organic farming by the Sri Lankan erstwhile president, and tourism has been hurt very hard because of the COVID-19 pandemic lockdowns. Now Sri Lanka is trying to come out of that lockdowns. It has the world is coming out of the lockdowns. As a result, tourism is going to increase in Sri Lanka, and Sri Lanka is expecting more number of tourists from India. Pradhana Mantri government is going to share the data on PM Gati Shakti Yojana. What is this Gati Shakti Yojana? Government of India in the year 2022 budget has ensured that in order to fast completion of the transport infrastructure, particularly the roads, Government of India launched Gati Shakti plan with a turnover of 20 lakh crore rupees. They wanted to mobilize 20 lakh crore rupees for this, and now they have been allotted by the government at various areas, and now they are looking at what are the potential investments that has come into this road sector as per PM Gati Shakti Yojana and how far that is successful. So that is the thing that we are going. That is the thing that they have given. Next, job gains slow, wages rise to spur Fed hike. So Federal Bank of US is going to increase the so-called interest rates. We have to wait and watch whether that is going to interest the federal rates or not. But the signs recently that job gains are slow, wage rise is very high. As a result, they might rise the so-called our federal USS interest rates. GST registered firms must geocode their addresses. This was said by the government. So this is one latest development. Why? In order to ensure that they are being compliant on the so-called payment of GST. Almost half of the workers in India do not feel job security. That is what is said by a survey. Which survey? ADP Research Institute, a local private institute has conducted it. So just remember this data. The report is People at Work 2023 Global Workforce View was conducted by ADP Research Institute. In this context, they have given these terms. So just have a look at it. No need to remember in depth. So just remember this heading. You can use in answer writing. This is followed by the so-called Australia and England test series. We all know that the third Ashes test is going on. Apart from weekend sports has been come. So in today's newspaper, if you want to read anything, please go through what I have said. Let's look at what we have in the editorial page and what we have to look at it. Sobriety after the euphoria in the US state visit. Now, recently, Prime Minister Modi has visited US. In that context, what are the positives that it has come? So, please read this article because this was written by M.K. Narayan, former Director of Intelligence Bureau. Omniscience, India must calibrate its policy on Khalistani issue before its effect. Truce treaty, Congress seems to have bought peace in Rajasthan by taking pilot on board. So this is political news, not important. The long road to finding true peace in Yemen. PSIR students, please read it because this was written by Mr. Talmiz Ahmad, who was a former diplomat to West Asia from India. So the long road to finding true peace in Yemen. This is important. So these are the things that you have to read, guys. So what are the things? So first one is this, second one is this, third one is this we are going to make on all these things that I am going to say, very important. We are going to make short videos also, don't worry. Gita Press, a living faith, we are going to make it. Act against a Tripura BJP MLA who watched porn in assembly. Just go through it. Words like fake, false, misleading IT. That is one thing. US to send cluster of bombs, armored vehicles to Ukraine. So Sri Lanka is counting on Indian tourists. PM Gati Shakti Yojana data is going to be released. Just this one, headings are important of this. So this is the thing that you have for Astra. Thanks for joining. Please watch our short videos where we'll be giving more inputs. This is just a quick revision for those guys who want to prepare the newspaper at the earliest from your end. So we'll meet you soon in the short clippings. Thanks for joining. Have a great day.